Hey guys, Dave from dadsRfunny coming to you from atop. I don't know. I was going to start laughing. We've been debating on what to call the ship, and I kind of like the name Finding Emo because it's the extended mothership, and we've had a lot of people suggest the Momo ship, the mobile ship, the mobile mothership, the extended mobile ship, the extended mobile mothership. Quite a tongue twister. Anyway, a lot of those things have E and M and O in it, and so we thought it would be fun maybe to call this thing Emo. So I don't know if you're going to hear that happen in Season 12, but that's what I've been calling it behind the scenes. All right, and thanks to everybody that made all the suggestions for all those crazy names. Now, let me get on to today's video. What you're seeing here is, well, you're seeing a character that I'm looking at in Game Mode 3. Right? I'm actually looking back at you in Game Mode 3. That's something we've been using a lot of starting around Season 10 when it became available. We really love it. But we're doing something a little more complicated today than just simply activating a character in Game Mode 3. We're actually using Archimedes Ships mod in multiplayer 1.7.10. Okay? Now, I don't want to get into all the technical details. You can look up a video on how to install Archimedes Ships for single player or for multiplayer, and it is fairly easy to do. Now, I know a lot of you are going to ask me, wow, Dave, this looks awesome. How do I do this? I'm not going to answer that question today because, well, two reasons. One, there's plenty of videos that would be very difficult to recreate that show already the basic steps required to do this, especially for single player. It's very easy to do. Now, the second reason is because I want to spend my time getting as ready as possible for Season 12. And one of the big things that we have to do as we get underway here is try to see, as you can see, whoa, as you can see me here. Now, I was taking damage and I thought it was the ship, but it's not the ship. It's this stupid skeleton. Dang it. Okay. Whoa. Now, I just dismounted the ship and I'm way up here. This is nutty. All right, now you can see why we do these technology demos. Oh, yes, that's right, because I need to... Well, I'm in survival mode. There we go. This creates a rectangle of blocks around the ship that if you're in survival mode and you try to dismount the ship, it can be a problem. So you can see there's some issues that we're going to have to overcome when we're filming and when we're doing stuff, that involves these mods. Now, let me use creative mode to get a little closer to this command block. Okay, now... All right, so now I'm going to hit Shift, and, oh, no, I'm not. I know what I'm going to do. Guys, if you've played with Archimedes Ships, you have to do certain things to activate and deactivate the ship. For example, I'm going to hit the slash key, which is the one next to, not forward slash, I guess, but back slash, and it's the one next to the right bracket. Okay, now the ship has been... turned off. Now, I'll tell you what, while I'm in Game Mode 1, I'm going to give myself a diamond sword. Now, one other thing I want to mention too, since we're doing this, is we are waiting for Minecraft 1.81. Now, I say that because ultimately we won't know if that is going to do the trick until we try it. So hopefully we're waiting for Minecraft 1.81 and not Minecraft 1.82 or 1.8 3 or some other crazy version of Minecraft. We're hoping the next version works out some of the kinks in Minecraft in terms of lag and some other problems we've had. Now, having said that, you're probably saying, well, Dave, why are you filming the ship in 1.7.10? Well, the ship and having the ship be able to move is something that can only be done with this mod, and the mod is currently only out for 1.7.10. Now, as part of that process, we plan on using this ship only for, very likely only, we're going to only use it for the trailer at this moment until we can, make sure that it's viable, that it works properly. So now let's get back to our test. Let's give this thing a try. I'm going to go back to Game Mode 0, and I've got to remember, especially when we're filming for reals, right? If we're in MADMA and we're playing, I've got to remember, as being the likely captain of this ship, to make sure to get out of the boat the right way in terms of commanding the boat, which is this slash character that is by the right bracket character, just below backspace. All right, let's give this a try. Okay, Okay, hopefully you guys are watching either from the third-party view or I'm splicing back and forth in my personal view. Here we go. All right, so we click this, we hit Mount Ship, and I'm actually, as you can see now, Earlier when I was turning, I thought I was taking damage because I was doing something wrong in the ship, but it was that stupid skeleton. Okay, now I've got this set to not change its daytime permanently. And again, a lot of you guys say, well, hey, why isn't Season 12 out? Okay, well, this is one of the things that we have to think about. We try to have fun with this. We try to experiment. Our whole channel is about learning new things, making videos, learning how to edit, adding new mods, really just doing the kinds of things I think all engaged human beings ought to be doing. I don't preach a lot on this channel, but really, there's a lot of things you can do with your time, and really filling your time and spending time doing creative things like this, I think, is a much better outlet than some of the things that people wind up doing with their free time. And I won't get into that, but I'll get off the soapbox and get on the command ship here. All right, let's do this. Okay, ship is on. I am active. Now, I'm going to actually go. You can see me over here. There I am. See? Hi. Okay, and looking up at the character in the sky there. All right, so here we go. We're gonna move the ship ever so slowly. Now, one of the things I'm trying to do is figure out whether or not we can have this. Wow, I can't believe this ship is actually moving. We're trying to find out whether or not we can move this ship in a way that is going to be. Am I stuck on the land here? What's going on? I think I am. Okay, here we go. Oh. Yep, we're going faster. Definitely going much faster. Wow, this is cool. Now, I'm going to take a few laps around the island, and you can see that at a distance, the boat disappears, and that's just typical because blocks disappear. You can also see me seemingly not in the right spot. And so that's one of the things that we have to worry about when we're filming, because as I mentioned earlier, a lot of folks ask, well, why isn't the season out? What are you doing? Well, the reason it's not out is because we're taking time to figure out how we can film some of these events and whether or not certain things like what I'm doing right now will work for a trailer or for an episode. Now, my initial inkling, I'm going to pass right underneath the filming character here as I go around the island. Whoa! Now check that out. All right, see, we could have cut to black and the whole boat winds up running into a reef. We've thought about doing that. My feeling is that this boat, as it exists, and I know a lot of you are also going to say, if you know anything about this mod, why didn't you put some floats under this thing to get it higher off the water? Well, we don't necessarily want to do that. We don't necessarily want to do that because we want our boat to seem a little bit homemade and a little bit, say, less than seaworthy. After all, this is like a dad design, and I'm not exactly like a master shipwright. Now, you can see, look, there we go. Now, the horses, you may say, how are the horses on this boat? And I'm going to show you that in a minute. And again, all these kinds of things are the kinds of things we think about when we're building a season in terms of whether or not we can make it work. Okay, let's do this. Let's see. I'm going to go right across the front of the ship, the front of the island there, underneath the filming character. And see, this is giving me ideas in terms of what I'm going to be able to accomplish for the trailer, which we're working on. Now, another thing I want to mention, the trailer obviously is not going to require 1.8 because we're going to be using this ship. So that is something that we may do, but we don't want to do the trailer, if 1.8 isn't, if 1.81 is not the way that we want it in terms of stability, then we're going to have to wait again. And so we don't want to come out with a trailer and say, oh, coming soon, but we don't exactly know when. So before we announce the date for season 12, we're going to get that kind of information and make sure that we can deliver. One of the things I'm really proud of on the show is that, after all these weeks and weeks, months, and years, I suppose, that we've been filming our show. We have taken season breaks, but, for the most part, we have been able to provide you guys with episodes on a very regular basis every week, typically, a one or two week break. Now, I like that kind of shot. I think that's probably the kind of shot that you're going to see in the trailer, along with possibly some shots inside the boat. Let's try that again. I like the fact that I can aim myself independently of the direction of the ship in terms of my camera view. You could see that, for example, right now I'm going to go forward, but I'm going to look backwards. That's helpful because that could help facilitate any kind of action that we have with the other participants in the boat. Now, there we go with another. There's another. Look at my cape. That's hilarious. Anyway, all right. So I'm going to take all these points that I've given you and try to summarize them. All right. Expect a trailer using 1.7.10 with Archimedes Ships. Play that mod on your own if you'd like. Plenty of videos on how to do that. Expect Season 12 after we get a reliable version of Minecraft. We're going to make one more pass here. Expect updates from us and discussions about... Oh, I like that. That's another nice shot. Okay, now before I go, I also want to mention, in addition to updates about the upcoming season, we're going to try to do something on Twitch, twitch.tv/dadsRfunny, twitch.tv/dadsRfunny, because we feel like that's probably going to be the best way for us to have a interactive session that involves video. And whoa, all right, golly, look at that, man, I'm on steroids here. Okay, I'm going to back this up. Where's the little beep sound? There we go. Ask my kids. I always have to park like 10 times to get it just perfect. Okay. Maybe not today. Ooh. Hey, actually, you know, look at that. Hey, look at that. All right. We are parked perfectly. And I didn't even take any damage. Okay, let's see if we can... Oh, let's see if we can back this up. Okay, now I'm going to hit that slash key. I'm also going to actually remount the ship and hit the equals key, which will line up the ship. Then hit the slash key to dismount. Weather clear. And when I say equals, the equals key makes the ship... Whoa, I guess I parked a little bit far away from land. It makes the ship line up orthogonally in terms of either facing north-south or east or west. Okay. All right, so again, in summary, expect a trailer, 1.7.10, a little bit closer to the time that we launch the season. We have ideas that we're working on for the season. Whoa, that's going to involve 1.81 Minecraft or later, depending on stability. And then in the interim, we plan on having design discussions via twitch.tv/dadsRfunny. I don't know how that's going to work yet, but I have had so much fun working with people like T Mantua, Taskmaster, Nate, the Pokecam, Pokemon123, the list goes on. Homestar, I can name so many different people that have helped with the show in terms of making builds. Shadowburn, Kulios, Ron Smalik, Felonious Wizard. The list is endless, and I want to broaden that list out by having you guys contribute by making comments and suggestions, not only in videos, but maybe in an interactive way. And you know, and if it doesn't work, so be it. We've tried. Again, we're all about experimenting and trying new things and doing what we like and experimenting to make our own techniques better in terms of filming and always involving the fans in terms of people that will actually watch this show, and that's what this is all about. And so that's it for today's video. This is essentially a technology demonstrator for Archimedes Ships 1.7.10, and that is it for today. You'll also notice the flag is gone. That's because we had to downgrade to 1.7.10. Also, the little flag here that represented the wheel has been replaced by an actual wheel. And I'm going to show you these. These are little plates that you can stand on. I think they're called crates, but basically you can put mobs on your ship and you can put people on these. That's the one thing I have not tried yet. People on these seats. That's what we're going to try to do, and hopefully this answers your question of what the heck are you guys doing with MADMA and how come it's taking so long. Final comment that I want to make is, you guys know this is probably going to be the last season for Missy Fenstrider, aka Little Sass, aka Camber. So we're mainly trying to, in this season, tie up the plot point about her returning to her family. That will leave potentially, with a question mark, more seasons with Mary and myself, potentially battling other enemies or doing other things on the show. We really enjoy doing the show, and as long as that is the case, we are going to keep doing it. Whether we get 1 view or 1 million views, it really doesn't matter to us. We have truly enjoyed this, and it's made us better people, smarter people, more creative people, and we've learned a lot, and we've met a lot of great folks. And so as long as that's going on, why quit? That's the way I think about it anyway. So having said all that mushy stuff, I'm going to let you guys go. And that is it for now. And I will see you hopefully in season 12 and perhaps even before if you're interested in those design sessions. Keep an eye out for that. Now, also, one final note. You may miss that first design session because Twitch is something that is a live deal. But what we're going to try to do is figure out a way to post that on YouTube so that people who miss it can perhaps at least participate by commenting. Either you don't have Twitch, you don't want to have Twitch, or maybe it's you live in Australia and it's 5 in the morning or 2 in the morning and you don't want to wake up that early to participate. Hey, no problem. We'll make that available via YouTube. You can do comments just like we have always had for all these years. And whoa, I just hit the mic. I was just raising my hands to say thanks, guys, for watching and participating for all these years. Hope you enjoy this video. I know it's a little long-winded, but that's how I roll. And hey, that's it from the command deck of Finding Emo. I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.